Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are continuing with Perf most recent release. This time, checking out the rest of the album titled Cabin Fever. Now, with this being Perf, there's bound to be banger B-sides and plenty of member involvement within the writing and compositional credits. So that is tremendously exciting. The title track, which I've forgotten the name of already, thanks to my very short-term memory in certain points. I went and listened to it while I was doing like the thumbnail and the description for the actual MV reaction itself, and it's grown on me a little bit. I don't know if it came across well in the video, but I was very focused on the song, and I feel like I wasn't very emotive or reactive towards it like how I usually am. But it's grown on me a little bit. Kind of like Swans can single-handedly just kind of like take my attention away from like any Perf song, so kind of happens. But as is with the album, Perf does have an intro. I will be honest, I don't know if the intro on the album is the same as the performance video they dropped like early in the week, but because I didn't want any spoilers, I haven't seen this yet, so we're gonna watch this and then jump on over to the album. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh,
Ride me deeper, crazier than ever. Every single moment. Party's over. Who is the savior? Dripping, dripping, purple juice.
I can't bring the pain. This is not insane. Straight all over hell. I don't make it back.
Dripping, dripping, purple juice. So you may save me, still you ride me. Next.
it really is mixed like a horror song. Tons of echoey reverb. Little pitch slide at the end as well, much like the title track. Oh,
Purple kiss.
so that is what they decided to open with. Okay, I can see the connection. I can see the connection. But I have to pause because, unfortunately, at the time of recording, there are no lyric videos out for the rest of the B-sides. So we're going to hop on over to Spotify. So give me 2 secs. Okay, welcome to Spotify. That took way too much effort. For some reason, OBS was being really finicky on not picking up Spotify on the sources list. But that's perfectly fine. So we have... I'm going to listen to the intro again, mainly because it is only a minute. So I'm going to listen to it again, see if it is the same thing. If it's the same thing, we'll just skip straight forward into it. We're going to skip Sweet Juice. Yes, I had to look it up. Well, it's on the track list for the album anyways, but yes, I had to look it up because I've forgotten it already. Nothing against the group of the song, I just have very bad memory sometimes, so allow me. But also, on this screen, which I usually leave OBS open for, I'm going to have the credits for the entire album, so we can kind of like follow along, see who's involved, because of course members are involved in it. The intro is the only song where there's absolutely zero artist involvement or like member involvement in terms of credits, so nice to see lots of involvement. But we'll listen to this again. If it's the same thing, it's the same thing. We'll just skip over into Take, because we already listened to Sweet Juice once. So I really like that panning and the little like almost like monster like little like bubble out fade out type of thing they did there.
Party's over. Who is the savior? Dripping, dripping, purple juice.
I can't bring the pain. This is not insane.
That's probably better, isn't it?
I don't make it back.
But that reverb effect they have on the fade out is so wide compared to the vocals singing. Very nice contrast of the two because it sets the soundscape. Lots of pitch sliding around. And like the key they're singing in, definitely spooky vibes spooky vibes. Okay, so we're going to skip Sweet Juice because we've watched it already. Yuki and Cohen on lyrics for Sweet Juice. Great to see member involvement early on. Take, spelled with a 4 instead of an A. Lyric credits with Chaeyeon and Yuki, as well as composition credits by Chaeyeon. It's the only song on the album that has a member composition credit on it, and well, knowing Chaeyeon, her getting involved with the musical writing bit's always going to be a good time. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Interesting triple meter type sound here. Oh. That is a very like in-your-face brassy, really low brassy synth section in the background. Again, it has this inherent like spooky playfulness to it. Nice musical silence. I love that little string hit. Da, 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 da. Oh my goodness. And I like that throughout the album, we're getting a lot of little extra flair on the vocal lines. So like in Take, we got the da, 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 like that kind of hold. Nice vocal run. In Sweet Juice, we had the little lilts at the end. They're adding a lot of character to simple held notes. I really like that. Oh, ending it a cappella. Okay, that's very interesting. I like the fact that the song was in triple meter. It gives it this kind of like side to side, like almost like marionette doll, like swaying type feel to it, right? That definitely adds to the like the overall like spooky vibe of the whole thing. And I mentioned it like throughout the song, but they're getting their money's worth out of every single part of the song. So like on a pop song, you know, you can get like it's a typical held note in a pop song. Maybe you get, depending on like the position of the vocalist or what their training is or what register they're singing, you'll get maybe like a little bit of a growing vibrato at the end once the note starts running out of air. That's just kind of how humans sing. Is if you hold it for a long time, you can't, your body loses its constant supply of air, right? As you breathe out, your lungs have to take in fresh air again to continue that note. Once you run out of it, that note peters out. And with singers, the way they peter out notes is usually with the vibrato, so that you can kind of end the note cleanly. With the 3 songs that we've listened to on this album from Perf so far, every single held note has had a different way that the artist has like tailed them off. And it's been different every single time, and I really like that. Maybe it is modulated or mixed in some way. The fact that they're adding a very unique characteristic to every single song, I think is super cool and shows a lot of detail going into their craft. That's very cool. All right, Autopilot. Who do we got here? Kim Do-hoon, So Young-bae, Yu Ju-yi, and Yuki. Yuki 3 for 4 on the album. And then composition Kim Do-hoon, So Young-bae, Yu Ju-yi, arranged by So Young-bae. Okay, Autopilot. Oh, retro synths. Is that retro synths I hear? Yes, it is. I don't care what the rest of this song is like. This is my favorite. This following key's killer. Oh, yes. Oh, we're getting vocal ad-libs already. Break it down for the pre-chorus. Oh yes, I love it. How are they gonna bring Yuki into this? Breakdown. Actually, it's more like a... I love that filtered ad-lib. That's so cool. And again... nice vocal run going. Oh, you got the pre-chorus. Okay. Someone's flying up there. Synth solo? Whoa! Hit the brakes on the bridge. I actually unironically really like this guitar part in the background too. It's really clean. There's a little bit of like... Wait, is that how... No, that's how the song is. That's the outro. That wasn't even a bridge. Oh, I want more. That song is so good. You know how I said at the beginning that it was bound to be a banger B-side? That one's got my stamp of approval. It's so good. I could listen to it again. Oh. Look, I am a sucker for this kind of sound, okay? Like, when Key dropped Killer earlier in the week, I have been fawning over that song ever since. Autopilot, you have just jumped into my life at the perfect of time. It's so good. Oh, I want to listen to it again, but I know we have two more songs to get to, so we're going to go to the next song. But let it be known on record that so far, in terms of songs released, actually, let me actually refer to the spreadsheet very quickly. I do yet again have a spreadsheet going, much like last year. B side of the year. Triple S's new look, Primrose Play, Got the Beats, Alter Ego. I think Autopilot is like in the lead for my girl group B side of the year. This is stupendously good. Okay, enough fawning over that. Next song, what do we have? Agit, agit, agit. I think. My Hangul's not very good, but lyric credits: Dosi, Nakoon, and Misuyuki once again. And then composition credits: Mitch Hansen, Peter Levick, Daniel Davidson, Chelsea Grimes, Cara Dioguardi, Co-Father PhD, and Dave from RBW. Okay, so very Western in terms of the production team. I wonder what kind of sound they're going to go with. Interesting that Autopilot did not follow the spooky theme, so are they going to go back to it or not?
먼지처럼 낡은 radio 처음 샀던 그날처럼 흘러나오는 my favorite song.
Well, this is definitely okay.
내 감정과 그때 기억들. Baby in here feels like dreaming innocent. 난 다시 꿈꾸고 싶어져. 이 connection은 틀림없어. 의심할 여지도 없어. 우리만의 agit my youth fantasy. With you는 두려울 게 없어. What you 날 봐도 보고선 한 발은 발라딛는 dancing through life. 이 connection은 틀림없어.
It's not as Western as I thought it was going to be.
Just let it know. You and I just 내 맘은 sky full of fireworks. 좀 느껴봤던 설렘 또 슬픔의
Oh, missed it.
순간까지도
There it is.
다시 찾아온 good morning. I still feel the spark. 찬란히 빛나고 있어 아직. Baby in here feels like dreaming innocent. 난 다시 꿈꾸는 것 같아.
This song's a lot more in your face than I thought it was going to be. Like everything is mixed very far forward. I do hear the funk bass in the background though, that's very cool. I wish that was a little bit more forward.
소중해 우린 이대로라면 we'll never feel tired. 이 connection은 틀림없어.
Straight back into it. Someone singing up top again.
With you 난 두려울 게 없어. What you 날 봐도 보고선 한 발은 발라딛는 dancing through life. Yeah, look so good. 우리끼리 있으면
A very late rap verse.
빛이 나 지금 이 순간 잊지 않을게. 너와 나 잡으면 절대 놓지 않을게.
Very interesting choice that they layered so much in that final chorus, because I feel like there was some points where it was like 3 different vocal parts going. Huh. Yeah, definitely stylistically very different. Feel like both Autopilot and Agit have both been very different. I thought they were just going to continue with the spooky vibe, and then Autopilot came along and kind of like threw a wrench in the works, and now Agit is just like in a completely different direction again. Very synth heavy, very funky, very lots of funk bass in the background, lots of vocals. That one actually went by. Well, that makes sense why it went by really quick, because it's 2 minutes 44. But okay, That's not bad. That's not bad. Apologies if I seem distracted. I was looking at the composition credits for Mitch Hansen, who's like a lead on or composing credits, because the name sounded familiar, but I couldn't put my finger on like who he had done work for. I've seen like Marshmallow and Trippie Redd's American Psycho on here, but I'm also seeing a lot of K-pop names on here. Let me riff off a few. Key's Bad Love, Super M's, the Super One album, NCT 127's favorite album, Chunga's Killing Me, NCT 127 Sticker, Two Baddies, Chunga's Bare and Rare album, Max Changmin's Devil album, Taeyeon's IMVU album. So they've been involved in a lot of uh, K-pop artists, like big name, especially SM albums. Very interesting. Not not very like out and out Purple Kiss in terms of sound, but I think that's fine. Expand your horizons a little bit. And we're already on the last song already. So far, so good. Lyrics by Kang Ji-won, same person on the intro, as well as Yuki. Yuki went 5 for 6 on lyric credits. Shout out Yuki one time. And composition, Dave Dave from RW, Shannon Brielle, and Kang Ji-won again. Okay, let's go. End of the album ballad, here we go.
희미하게 선명한 너와 나의 사이 네 맘의 반이라도 보여준다면 It's good to be around you 넌 내게 특별한 issues 매 순간 궁금해 about you 참아도 생각나는 넌 too much So far so good 너와 나의 모든 게 no doubt 아직까진 완벽해
It's one of those feel-good ballads, isn't it? I know I keep mentioning her voice, but Swan's vocal talent is ridiculous. Again, a little bit of vocal Yuki sprinkled in there. Getting a little bit of clean electric guitar on the little fills in the background. Nice harmony. This is giving me very similar feelings to Luna's Dance on My Own. It's got like it's like this like hopeful little vibey song. Oh, super airy on the final there. And a little bit of fingerstyle guitar. Nope, we're not listening to the intro again. Oh, what a way to end the album. Really well-placed ballad-type song to finish the album. typically on an album, this is where you would find a ballad, and they've gone and done exactly like a very predictable ballad placement wise. The song though, again, is there's it's not a spooky ballad. It's a very with the key it's written in alone, you can almost tell that it's kind of like this feel good, like the title pretty much says it all, like so far so good, like hey, you got this, keep going kind of vibe to it, and I really dig it. It's like a if anyone's listened to Luna or uh I don't actually know what to refer to them as now with the mess that is Blackberry Creative. But anyways, on the And album, there's a B-side, an all-English B-side called Dance on My Own. If you know the song, you know the song I'm talking about. That song also had this like really it's the same kind of pacing as this, really chill, kind of vibey, but also it was this kind of type of ballad, but it was a very hopeful ballad. Like in the Luna one, it was like dance on my own. I don't need somebody. I don't need nobody. It's just me and myself, and I love it. Dance, dance, dance on my own. So far, so good is giving me such similar vibes to that. It's just like the members almost like reassuring the listener that it's everything's going good. You got this, and it's for as for the album, like the entire album as a whole, very interesting, like structure wise, because it very much feels like an A and a B half of the album. Like intro, Save Me, Sweet Juice, and Take were like your spooky side, and then all of a sudden you go into Autopilot, agit, and So Far So Good. It's like the spooky concept has kind of gone out the window, and they've gone for a very like standard pop formula, which I mean I don't mind at all. I'm curious as to why that's happened, because I wouldn't have minded a 6 track like spooky album. Having said that, the genre flip and the mood flip happened on Autopilot, so I can't really knock it because Autopilot still is my favorite song on this album. Nothing against Sweet Juice and the rest of the songs, but I'm such a basic bitch for old synthy stuff like this, so. But hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Purple Kiss, congratulations, welcome back. And of course, it's always really nice to see the members get just so heavily involved, especially Yuki. Like, shout out Yuki. Again, I mentioned this in the Sweet Juice like MV video. Yuki is Japanese, but has such a good grasp on the Korean language that it's her just like ability in Korean is extremely admirable, because she's the idol where the company refused to send her to Korean lessons because she already knew enough and she knew too much. That's speaking volumes on like how what her grasp is on the language, and it goes to show because her rapping verses, there has never been a rapping verse of hers for me that has been like something's not right here. Every single song that Yuki has ever rapped on has been like seamlessly incorporated, and the fact that she's writing on all these songs now, I think is tremendous. It just goes to show how much confidence the company and the rest of her group mates have in her ability, that she's contributed so much in the lyrics. And I think that's so cool. But that's it for me today. What a brilliant album. I tremendously enjoyed that. And thank you all for listening along with me. If this is on YouTube and you want to see more, channel icon is up there. You can find the back catalog stuff watched in the past. Drop a subscription if you want to keep up to date with whenever I upload new videos. And if you want to watch another video of mine right away, YouTube recommends you watch that video down there. If this isn't, I'll see you back on the YouTubes in another video. Bye-bye.